guys, what's up? We'll just check some daily target for the gold. I will check the update for the Ethereum, what I mentioned before, and this will be everything. So you can check it later also in our waitlist. So I will start again with a 1-day chart. I have with one indicator what was showing me those highs. However, it's probably not working. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's mark some purchase levels like this to know where our potential key levels, the biggest key levels are. So yeah, I will just check to the 4-hour time frame, and that's everything. Okay, so basically we grab this liquidity, and I don't think so that this is a break of structure. However, this is the liquidity before. So I will check. I saw the weekly chart. Weekly chart is showing bearish dominance. However, I would love to see that as we grab those levels, this liquidity, I would love to see push at least for those levels before we start melting. So basically I would go all in with this scenario. Which was ordinary. This is grabbing the levels before. However, it's also the daily target from the previous days. So daily chart, 4-hour chart. This is the level what we wanna see. The perfect level. So my entry would be literally this level. This level would be my entry. Depend. However, I don't think so that we will gonna do another wave for this potential move. However, this could be also the equal low, which would basically means that our buy limit could be here, or take profit for long can be here. So I will just mark it as not buy side, default. Yeah, okay. So I didn't want this one. I want this one, which should be basically buy limit order. Limit order, your target, and this is the last order, because if this is already a sell side grab, which I really think that it is, then here is our first trade. Here could be our last trade if this one didn't play out, with a target over here. From the daily chart, grab the liquidity of the candle before days. So I really want to see grab this liquidity or this liquidity before the price start melting for the lower price in something like, yeah, I really wanted to see this one to be grabbed. Yeah, I really want to see it to be grabbed from this one on this level. This would be perfect, guys. You know what, I'm gonna stream on Kick. What's up? Aha, kidding. So yeah, this is the gold PO. I wanted to see some kind of correction in the best part before we hit this level, because this is a buy side liquidity from smaller time frame. However, here we grab perfect this level, and here we create inverse value gap. What inverse value gap can be a entry on point. Fair value gap, I'm not using it. However, inverse value gap can be our last entry, and also it's also the zone, key zone of the touched of the levels. So yeah, because also the other thing why I'm looking for the buy and not the short, this is pure accumulation. This is nothing else in my eyes than pure accumulation, pump, pure accumulation, pump, pure accumulation. Yeah, understand my PO? You need accumulation before we need accumulation. We need to fill some orders before we will pump our price, and this is the same thing with this is the same thing for the opposite side. We need some accumulation before we pump or dump, and usually also with the accumulation and the pump, here comes the manipulation, which or what I believe happened at this zone. I believe that this level is our manipulation, which is basically why I am targeting this scenario, or I'm targeting this scenario. However, it doesn't matter what I'm targeting, what kind of this scenario, because my target is here. I know when the price wanna go, and my target is here, which means, you know, half of the way to be done. Okay guys, thanks for the watching. I'm not gonna take a look at the Ethereum because I'm tired of it. It's just perfect play out the Ethereum. I loved it. It was the perfect money grab. Okay, so I would just make it a little bit better looking for a thumbnail. Yeah, I place it middle. Understand how this should move out. However, if this wasn't the manipulation of this level, manipulation can come also for this level. However, I don't think so that will come here or around this level during the Asia season. I wanted to see if there will be some kind of manipulation. Then I wanted to see it during London Open or during the New York session or during the New York session cross. So that would be usually my entry and the point of view for this one. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. Yeah.